Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games So Little Time. My name is Joachim and today we'll do a reboxing of the warp. Now, how does this work? Basically, I'll take everything out and I'll put everything back in. So everything I got, the 5 to 6 player expansion, the 2 extra card packs, they're all in here. There is some lift of the box, like something like this. So I would suggest maybe not storing it vertically and maybe have like a band to keep it all nicer together. But yeah, anyway, so let me open it up. So as you can see, first of all, the first thing you see are the screens that you have. I put them in 2 piles. Then there's the 2 rule books. Okay. Then we have the tiles on one side, not the small one. The small one is inside, but the tiles on this side. Just this side a bit. And then here we have the 2 sets of cards. These are unsleeved, so when they are sleeved they might go up a bit, but I don't really see a reason to sleeve them as you will hardly be shuffling them, but yeah, maybe you will do it anyway. Then here we have the the player sheets basically, and also the solo ones. These are very thin, so I try to keep them as much on the bottom as possible. Then here we have the 2 player boards, 2 of them. The rest are inside, because otherwise the plastic here will kind of like be bumped up, which is not really handy. So I'll just take the plastic out. Here. And then here on the right side we have the player boards, right? The 4 remaining player boards. And here I did add some extra baggies because the game only came with 1 baggie, and of course the bags that were already in the box originally, but I always replaced them. So I have these bags. They have basically the whole setup. So all the colors of a player plus 9 of these markers that they need to start the game with, and that's basically it. The rest is not starter stuff. So there's room here for 3 colors. These are of course this is the gold, this is the energy. Here are almost all of the square tokens. I said almost all of them because these are not in there. All right, because I put these in here together with the remaining markers. Yeah, so they didn't fit anymore. There's not enough room, so that's why they are here. And then here, all of the circle formed tokens, all of them. And there's some room to spare. And you might say, okay, why don't you put the square tokens in here? They don't fit. It's not wide enough. I could put the other markers in here though, actually. So that's something that you could do. So that's the right side covered. This is just the one piece that I put on top. Here, like I already mentioned, this is that bag. Here we have the black color. I put the dice here on the side. There should be room. Here's blue, here's red. These are the gray buildings and ships and so on. And here are both sets of cards. Once again, these are not shuffled. I'm afraid, especially this one, if it's shuffled, I don't think it will fit. I could be wrong, but I think this one will also kind of flow out. Underneath here, there's actually some more cards to even it out a bit, to not make this overflow basically. But I think after I sleeve them, because I do believe the archives and these cards will be sleeved, after I sleeve them I might have to adjust a little bit, or I might still end up throwing the insert away, because I do feel like it would give some more space because of all the stuff here that, you know, that now covers that. But for now, I think it works fine. There's space enough. You have to, of course, you do have to put everything nice and clean. You have to do some Tetris, okay, a little bit. And for example, also make sure that this bag is fine, just make it flat, but then this one is more like vertical. Okay, so yeah, that's basically my reboxing. This might seem very straightforward, but it did take me a while to figure out everything, so I imagine that this is quite helpful. Also, when you put this back, make sure that these 2 sides are actually here as well. because if you put it like here, like this, it doesn't really work well. So put it back on top. And then just the same thing we did again. First the 2 player boards, and then on top of them the player sheets and the solo sheets. There we go. And then we have the tiles that I put here. All right. And the cards I put here. The 2 rule books. And then the screens. Like this. And you can see there is some lift, okay? And I'm sure there's like, there's variants, right? You just stack it the way you want. This is just an idea. It's a bit like any script, you know? Once there is a script, then people know what they want to change. If there's no script, then it's more difficult. So this is my reboxing. This is how I, at the moment, keep my box. And hopefully this is of help. Or it could also just be motivation not to put the 5-6 player box in here. But anyway, this was me. I was Joachim, and I always will be. There's so many games at a time. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.